Now, what might you people be up to? My, you all look like you're having a ball. I came here in search of something, and what do I find? A party I was not invited to. Oh, I'm heartbroken. Don't worry your handsome little head. I am not after the piece of that device, fascinating though it is. If you recall our little chat from this afternoon, I was given a rather vexatious request that I could not refuse. Oh? As usual, you have such a way with words. Very well. You may use me however you wish. Assuming you can handle me, of course.
Huh? What's that sound?
It sounds like something's burning. Huh?
What on earth? It's a machine with a cloaking device!
Do you think they're gonna try a frontal assault?
Gonna be hard to smoke them out if they're using camouflage. Call for backup.
They're in disarray. Everything's going according to plan.
Those Marduk guys sure make some neat little toys. I don't even think that baby's on the market yet.
Operating multiple drones at once is so not as easy as it looks. Okay, you guys are up next. Get on out there and raise some hell. Oh, and don't let any passersby get caught in the crossfire.
You got it, lady. Man, oh man. We really got the short end of the stick here. Man sure is asking the world of this old drunk.
Oh, come on. It's not all bad. At least you've got me to back you up. Plus, you can't tell me you aren't getting a kick out of this.
True. This is kind of like gambling after all. Just with higher stakes.
Sid, you guys better watch yourselves out there, alright?
Will do! Alright, boys? Let's get in there and kick some heavyweight ass! Yeah!
That ought to keep them busy for a while. You guys ready, Reset?
Yes, we have arrived at the infiltration point. You have our gratitude, Mirabelle.
We can take it from here.
All right then. Shall we begin? Open sesame!
Greetings, Van. It's so good of you to join us.
Austin!
Aaron, you came. I'm so glad to see you're okay.
It's been a while since we last spoke, White Orchid Dragon, is what I'd normally say. But you're the one who gave me that job, right?
How do you do? We may have crossed blades back in the old capital, but I've never had the pleasure of sharing a conversation with you.
My. Never would I have expected you to enlist the aid of not only the Divine Blade of Silver, but also Marduk and the Society. Your popularity among unscrupulous individuals is growing at an alarming rate.
Yeah, and so have my debts with them, much to my chagrin. But I'll grin and bear it. I knew I needed a stacked deck if I was to beat your ass.
Why, thank you. That's quite high praise. I must give my compliments to you as well. You surmounted every obstacle I laid along your path.
Shut the hell up, you piece of shit. I'm only gonna ask this once. Was it you, Sao? Were you the one who framed Fan and poisoned Gien?
Did you reach that conclusion all by yourself? My, have you grown? You're exactly right. I am the one who orchestrated both.
He actually confessed.
You son of a bitch! Do you have any idea what you've done? Thanks to you, the Liu family is in shambles, and you've made a mess out of my town!
You think I'm not aware of all that? I can assure you, I am acting in the best interest of Heiyue. I had no other choice.
What are you talking about? You framed Baba and poisoned Yeye? I know you've always made sacrifices and used whatever means necessary to achieve your goals. But even so, the Tao Li I knew from so long ago, would never have been so cruel to Baba and Yeye! To our family! Ashen.
I haven't known you as long as Ashen, but for the most part, I agree with her. I'm sure you've got some justification for your actions. You wouldn't say I had no other choice unless you meant it. I get that. But even if I understand, I don't have to accept it. Someone has to make you pay for what you've done. And that someone is gonna be me!
Well said.
Very well. Let us put a pin in this little chat for now.
Looky here. The Liu family Shangsho have come out to play.
We saw this coming a Salge away.
Indeed, we did.
They're like the Shangsho we encountered at the old capital, though these guys are way stronger.
Let us commence this bout.
Oh, I don't often get to see the techniques of Gekka firsthand.
I'm gonna wipe that smug grin right off your face!
Well, it's no surprise that my Shangsho wouldn't hold a candle to the Divine Blade of Silver and the Golden Butterfly.
They weren't bad or anything, though their coordination could use some work.
And then there was one.
I'm gonna cut you a deal, Sao. Give up nicely, and I'll let you off the hook. With a broken bone or two.
Oh, how very tempting. Unfortunately, I think I'll have to decline. I have a counter-proposal. How about I take this chance to clear the air, as well as your gross misunderstanding of the situation? In truth, the uprising was conducted with Gien's approval.
Huh?
Yeye approved it?
Thought so.
It all started at the end of last year, when the link between the Lai family and Almada was exposed. As a result, they were promptly ousted from the council, but the damage to Heiyue's reputation had already been done. After all, any connection to those terrorists, however tenuous, is tantamount to scandal. Almada's many atrocities brought forth chaos and disorder upon the criminal underworld. They planted seeds of doubt in our fair organization, and had we not uprooted them, our status would have withered and perished.
Yeah, I can see how that'd suck for you guys. You're the ultimate authority of the criminal underworld. So, You can't go around breaking your founding principles willy-nilly.
That seed of doubt could have sprouted further uprisings, and maybe even led to the formation of a second or third Almada. That's why you chose to eliminate any trace of uncertainty in a few decisive blows.
I couldn't have put it better myself. We had to cleanse the rot that had been festering within Heiyue. Simply put, we had grown too big too fast, and we had to eradicate the infestation that was tearing us apart at the seams. That's why we fanned the flames of the Lai family uprising, and acted as though the Liu family was entering its final chapter.
But how could they go that far? Yeye allowed himself to be poisoned just for that?
The chances of receiving Fawn's approval were next to none, so we had to take drastic measures. Thankfully, he was plenty agreeable from behind bars. Once we received his consent, we began the preparations for his release. As for Gien, we ensured that he was administered a non-lethal dose of poison. I saw to that myself. In fact, we just received word that Gien has safely recovered. You needn't worry about him a moment longer.
Oh, that's good to hear.
What the hell?
A non-lethal poison is a rare find. But who was your supplier, I wonder?
That's a very good question indeed.
In any event, our actions have more or less satisfied those who are plotting the Liu family's downfall, which means all is well in the criminal underworld. And our rule within it is once again uncontested. Very soon, the name of the greatest syndicate in the Republic will reverberate throughout its underbelly once more.
So that's Tao and Yeye's goal.
And to you, deception and betrayal are small prices to pay. It even links back to everything with the tyrant. I guess this is Heiyue's way of doing things. There has to be a line that you should never ever cross!
Well, I suppose we can agree to disagree as to the ethics of our methods. I know our machinations have caused you no end of trouble. For that, you have my humblest apologies.
Were Aaron and I just pawns in your eyes? Is that all we are to you? Well, that's okay. I'm just relieved you didn't betray us, Tao.
Sorry to rain on your parade after you just put a bow on this whole thing. But I'm gonna need you to cut the bullshit already.
Oh?
Huh?
What do you...
You say you're acting in Heiyue's best interest, but we both know that couldn't be further from the truth. If you just wanted to dump the waste, you could have had this whole thing wrapped up by this afternoon.
He's got a point there.
Yeah, and also, holding yourself up at the top of a building and putting armed robots around every corner is, not something an innocent man does.
But it is true that creating this situation was Mr. Lee's true aim.
What does that mean?
The lie becomes the truth, and the truth becomes a lie. I've had enough of your games, Sao! Just tell me what the hell it is you're planning!
I say we string him up and make him spill his guts. And not just in a manner of speaking.
There's no need for that. I really am acting in Heiyue's best interest. That was no lie. I, however, elected not to mention that I was acting in my own interests as well. If you wish to know my true aim, I'll enlighten you. I'm paving the way for the next generation of Heiyue by founding a new family.
Oh no, not you!
Guess that solves the mystery of who his boss is.
A new family?
In other words, he wants a seat on the council.
I think I'm finally grasping the bigger picture here.
My, what a lofty ambition. Do be careful not to get crushed under its weight.
I wouldn't dream of it, madam. I've been laboring towards this dream for much too long. And now, it is finally seeing the light of day. My time has arrived at last.
Just as my patience was beginning to wane, we need only stall them until the witnesses arrive. Isn't that right, new head of the Lee family?
Oh, so that's his game.
Now it all makes sense. Since Heiyue's inception, the elders have been the top dogs of the organization. The numbers have gone up and down in the past, but it's almost impossible for a family to lose their seat entirely. Then the impossible happened, and the Lai family seat was up for grabs. If you manage to take it for yourself, you'll have achieved your long-held ambition.
Well done. You have seen right through my devious scheme.
I knew you were the type to aim high, but not that high. With Gao Long as your right-hand man, you've got everything you need to nab that special spot for yourself.
He also has the Lai family remnants. And the rebels of the Liu family. Am I wrong?
No, you're right on the mark. I even have a foothold in Crossbell. The other elders will have no choice but to recognize us. Let us celebrate the impending birth of my Lee family. I've invited a special guest who will also partake in the festivities.
Not so fast!
It's the shadow we saw at the eroded cave.
Takes a real coward to try a sneak attack like that one.
Nice reflexes there.
You can leave that thing to me, Aaron.
Gotcha! Thanks for having my back.
Did you seriously call me that thing? Ugh, whatever.
I will be expecting you to give this fight your all, Yorda.
Hey, it's a drag, but I guess I did sign a contract with you. It's a girl?
That face.
Uh-huh. I believe I just hit the jackpot. You must be the poor abandoned child who that man plucked from the garden. Now, where is your boss?
Boss?
Oh.
Are you saying?
I'm not supposed to talk to strangers, so I'm ignoring you. I'd say I'm sorry, but I'm not supposed to lie either. You're that Spriggan, right? You made a fool out of Ix. And the penalty for that is death.
Oh, great. The little brat has a look-alike.
My, you're such a naughty little thing. Someone ought to teach you some manners.
And now, all the actors have taken the stage. Although, with the Divine Blade of Silver and the Golden Butterfly on your team, you have the slightest of edges. Allow me to even the odds.
There it is. He had it in his pocket all along.
That's the very same one we saw earlier.
Now then, let us begin.
So this is what Ix was talking about. I really can feel the power coursing through me.
I understand that this is a rare opportunity to test your mettle against powerful foes. Unfortunately, I will have to ask that we fight as a team.
I see. I suppose I can treat this as an opportunity to see how well we synergize on the battlefield.
They aren't gonna make this one easy for us.
We'll have to be especially careful against her.
I can keep her at bay!
I get to fight Gekka Masters and a Wielder of Shadows. I couldn't ask for better opponents.
This time, Aaron, I will be coming at you with everything I have.
You condescending bastard! I'm gonna break your ugly face!
Had enough yet?
You want to go another round? Huh?
Under normal circumstances, I would gladly accept that invitation.
I wouldn't. I'm done.
I believe I'm rather spent as well. Ah, our witnesses have just arrived. Impeccable timing.
Papa! Yeah!
Mr. Liu has been released.
Yin's already back on his feet?
I am. The poison has completely left my system. Though I suppose I'm still a little wobbly.
There is much I'd like to say on this matter. But for now, I'll just say thank you, everyone. As for you, Sao, I still can't believe you did all this.
My apologies for all the trouble I've caused you. I was simply carrying out Gien's will to the best of my ability. I hope you understand.
You carried it out brilliantly as always. I have no complaints. Well, save for one. Are you really intending to found a new family?
I knew this day would come eventually.
You're not going to stop him?
Of course not. We're well past the point of no return. My only regret is that I'm losing such a valuable and dependable subordinate.
If we attempt to stop him now, Heiyue will fall into further confusion.
But...
My imprisonment may have ended without prosecution, but it was still caused by a rift within the Liu family. Even if Sao were to return now, he would never be able to recover everyone's trust.
This is what's best for Heiyue. In fact, the White Orchid Dragon has my blessing.
What?
Are you serious?
Guess that's it then. Sao resolved Heiyue's internal debacle in one fell swoop and formed a new family in the process. Your people are going to be talking about this for weeks.
Or perhaps even months. It is being led by the famous White Orchid Dragon, after all.
The Liu family will no doubt lose some of its authority in the wake of this. That said, I sincerely believe this will benefit Heiyue as a whole.
But... you can't!
I will take that to mean you approve of our plan. Excellent. If the Liu family, as well as the head of the elders, acknowledge us, then our family is as good as formed. All right, let's leave it at that for today. We can announce our plans to the other elders at a later date.
They're teleporting away!
I'm not finished with you, you bastard!
Know your place, boy! The window for discussion has closed. This is now strictly a Heiyue matter. An indecisive child has no place to speak here.
I would gladly welcome you into my Li family should you decide to join. Your first order of business, however, should be deciding what path you wish to follow.
I think we'll have to back off, bud.
Sao! Wait! I don't understand!
Lady Ashen, let me leave you with these parting words. The Sao Li who spent 10 years in the Liu family and the man who served you was not me. You may treat that time as nothing more than a blissful dream. I implore you, young lady, wake up to reality. Oh yes, I have a gift for you, Van. Consider it a small token of my thanks for participating in the founding of the Li family.
Hey, I wanted to give that to Ix. Oh well, what's done is done.
This is all I get for putting up with this charade? At least throw in some Mira for my trouble, you cheapskate. I'm gonna make you answer for what you did to my assistant and my client. Don't think this lets you off the hook.
Duly noted. Farewell.
Who the hell do you think you are? You think you can just break her heart and run away? I'm not gonna let you get away with that! Sally!
Look, Jack!
Guess it's all wrapped up.
Good going, Aaron.
Nice. Okay, I'm withdrawing the drone units now. I think I'll call up Qasim and give my report. Though I bet he already knows what went down.
The fragments of that device do not have a purpose by themselves, but they do wield considerable power. I do not know what will happen when all of the pieces are gathered, but that matter is outside the purview of my research.
Regardless, this concludes our inquiry into the matter of this area's threat level. Deploying Ms. Twinings, Ms. Alton, and even you was, if I may boast, a prudent judgment call on my part.
I hardly did anything at all. The fixers did most of the heavy lifting, even if they did receive help from unexpected sources. However, there is still more to be done, yes?
Correct. The moment this incident was resolved, a different location was marked as a red zone. The threat level for that place has risen 2 ranks to SSS. Allow me to inform you the name of the location.
The preparations are complete. Looks like they're finally making their move over in the capital. I suppose I'd better wrap up my work here pronto.
Okay, I did what you asked me to do. How goes your work? You done yet?
Almost. No need to keep asking. I'll get it done, even if I have to work my fingers to the bone. I suggest you hurry along back to base and get plenty of bed rest.
Those orders are music to my ears. I'm so tired.
Once you two have gotten some shut-eye, we can get our little sideshow on the road. We'll make their restful respite an event to remember. It'll be a vacation filled with thrills, chills, and kills.
All right, everyone, it's time for homeroom. There's less than 3 weeks left in your first year. You're almost at the end. The closing ceremony is on the 23rd of this month, and the day after that is graduation. Just be aware that the classes are going to be split up a little differently than you're used to. Also, Miss Toa, I have a question. Where do your students at the Empire's Military Academy go when they graduate? Do they all become soldiers or something?
I've been wondering about that too. Oh, yeah, what was the name of the school you teach at? Was it Thor's Military Academy?
Yes, that's right. This may come as a surprise, but Thor's isn't all that different from any normal high school. It's true that we do have a special curriculum for those who want to join the military, but not everyone goes that route. I graduated from there myself, and well, as you can see, I'm an instructor. Yeah, good point.
Now that I think about it, there's a lot of famous people from there that aren't in the military at all.
Isn't that where you transferred in from, Julian?
That's right. I learned quite a bit from Miss Toa and the other staff there.
Man, you're so lucky. I bet the school life's way more fun there.
It hasn't even been 3 full months since she came here, and she's already in everyone's good books. Wasn't she brought over as part of an exchange program with the Erebonian Empire?
Yes, that's right. I also heard that she does work for a famous NGO on top of her regular teaching duties. She's supposedly an invaluable asset to them as well. She really is incredible, isn't she?
Incredible doesn't even begin to describe her. Her popularity's well-deserved. I mean, just look at how cute she is! Whether she likes it or not, she's got the attention of the whole school.
I suppose you aren't wrong there.
Anyway, let's get back on track. Before we begin our first lesson, I want to introduce you to our new short-term exchange students. Come on in, you two.
Huh? Exchange students?
At this time of year?
Hey! What's up, everyone? Nice to meet ya! I'm your new classmate, Nadia Rain. But just call me Nana, okay?
Not even 10 seconds in and I'm already embarrassed.
Well, that's one introduction out of the way. Would you like to do yours, Swin?
Gladly. I'm Swin Abel, and like Nadia, I'm an exchange student from Remiferia. I know we're coming in pretty late into the school year, but I hope we can become good friends with you all.
Holy crap! That Nadia chick's a real cutie!
Wow! So, quick question. Are you two in a relationship? I'm so very glad you asked. It just so happens me and S are...
Friends. Don't put any funny ideas in their heads.
I didn't think they'd actually come to school. Is it because of that orb mail from the other day? No, they wouldn't come here just because of that.
Wait, you know these two? Are they involved with your part-time job?
Sounds like you've really had your hands full on, yes?
They're going to be taking part in the school festival, too, so be sure to give them a nice, warm welcome. I'd really like to give them a tour around the school, but I'm still getting a feel for the place myself. Oh, I know. Would you mind showing them around for me, Agnes?
She must already know that we're working together.
Of course, I'd be happy to.
It's settled then. You can show them around during lunchtime if you'd like. Now, let's go over the festival supply list.
Oh, hi, Agnes. I see you brought the exchange students with you.
You must be showing them around campus.
Yep. My name's Odette, and this is Albert. The two of us and Agnes are all part of the current student council.
Hey, I'm no one's lackey. Wait, you know Ren?